It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cardinals and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, it's been a tough few years here in Houston. 4-4-3. Those are their win totals the last 3 seasons. But in is DeMeco Ryans as head coach. What do you think he brings to the table?
And it's interesting you brought up the number 3 because DeMeco Ryans is the 3rd head coach in 3 seasons for this team. What he brings to the table: toughness, organization, and hope. He wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, the team he played for.
And for the visiting Cardinals, this is a team in flux a little bit. J.J. Watt retired. There's a new coaching staff in place. They've got some... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! Fighting his way through contact. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the stick.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce from 17 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up second down. On play action, it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. He's on his way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, giving 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
Let's go now.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Murray now on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun on third down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. To throw, it's Murray. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report.
All right,
we saw
Coach,
Damian Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half.
Number 3.
He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Malik Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Another carry for Pierce. Broken tackle. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, 59 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd down and 4. Now Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
Now Murray again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw is Murray.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray going to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now. That's going to be caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now Murray throwing on second down. He'll get this to counter underneath, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.